You all know the President of the United States, starting from Washington to Obama. But have you heard of the mystery involving President Lincoln and President Kennedy? It all starts back when Lincoln was first elected to Congress back in 1846. Strangely enough, Kennedy, 100 years later, was elected to Congress in 1946. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected to be the President of the United States. And once again, 100 years later, Kennedy was elected President of the United States in the year of 1960. Both were concerned about civil rights in America and believed that all men are created equal. Lincoln's wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, lost her kid while living in the White House. As so did Kennedy's wife, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Both kids were boys and the third child of each family. Both presidents were shot in the back of their heads on a Friday. Both Fridays were one before a holiday. Lincoln was shot on a Good Friday. Kennedy was shot on the Friday before Thanksgiving. Both presidents were seated beside their wives when shot. Neither Mrs. Lincoln nor Miss Kennedy were injured. Now, nothing out of the ordinary, but both Lincoln and Kennedy have their faces on coins, being the penny and the 50-cent piece. Kennedy's secretary, Evelyn Lincoln, warned him to not go to Dallas. A superintendent of the New York Police Department named John Kennedy warned Lincoln to not go to the theater. Both presidents were assassinated and succeeded by Southerners. Both Lincoln and Kennedy were succeeded by Southerners named Johnson. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, who assassinated Kennedy, was born in 1939. The assassins of the presidents were known by their three names. Both names are composed of 15 letters. The presidents also have some similarities between their names, being that their last names have 7 letters. And they have 5 syllables in their full names. Lincoln was shot at a theater named Ford, while Kennedy was shot in a car called Lincoln, made by Ford. Lincoln's assassin shot him in a theater. The assassin then ran and hid in a warehouse. Kennedy was shot by a warehouse, and his assassin then ran and hid in a theater. Both Booth and Oswald were assassinated before their trials. A week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was with Marilyn Monroe. The similarities between Lincoln and Kennedy makes them one of America's best urban legends. So you tell me, is it a coincidence or was it all planned? That's the best part of the story, the mystery.